Hi dreamers and make believers. Today I'm here with a very special guest who, we thought it would be fun if they helped me do my second part of my TMI book tag. So I'm just going to let them introduce themselves because they want to, and then we'll get into it. So, all of you should know me. For those of you who don't, I'm Dietrich Pebble's counterpart. Now, if you've read At Water's Edge, you'll know exactly who I am. I mean, I'm not in the book, but I'm the counterpart. And the counterpart, for those of you who haven't read it, is like the non-magical person of the magical person, like the non-magical version of that person. So I am the non-magical version of Dietrich Pebble, although I must say that I think I'm pretty freaking magical. And I've done a lot of really cool stuff in my life. Anyways, today S. McPherson asked me to come and interview her for this TMI tag or something. She's already done half of it without me, but she's asked me to come and do the rest with her, and I thought, well, why not? I've got nothing to do at the minute. Normally I'm really busy and really magical and stuff, just as magical as Dietrich Pebble, for those of you that have read it. Anyway, so I'm just going to get cracking with the questions. Like I said, she's done half of it without me, so I'm starting with question 24. Is that right? Yes, that's correct. So question 24 is, what's your turn on in a book character? That would be confidence. I just love when they're so comfortable in their own skin and they're, they have that little bit of a swag and they're so in control. I just really like that. Yes, confidence is definitely my turn on in a book character. I must say I'm a little put off by that because I'm brimming with confidence, and I'm not in your book. Why wasn't I put in your book if you're such a, confidence lover? It just seems a little bit, Anyways, question 25 is, what's your biggest turn off? My biggest turn off is arrogance. When they think that they know it all, but they don't, and they make decisions selfishly based on their own needs, but they don't actually know what's going on. That's definitely a turn off for me in a character, but I do love when they switch it all around. I feel like you're trying to have a go at me with that answer. I don't know if you're trying to call me arrogant or something. I don't know. Anyways, question 20, what was I on? 26? Let me read it. Question 26 is, why did you even join BookTube? I mean, really. I've already done a pretty in-depth video on this before, so I'll just summarize it to connect with like-minded book lovers like you, and yeah, to talk about writing and stuff. Question 27 is, can you name a scary book? Anyone, just pick one. I actually cannot. I mean, I can probably name The Shining and stuff, but I can't say that I've read it. I don't read scary books. I don't do scary. Not one, yeah, I'm not surprised. Bit of a pansy, aren't you? Anyways, the next question is, what's the last book that made you cry? I'm sure you can think plenty of those, can't you? That would be The Faults in Our Stars. It's a very sad love story about two people who have cancer and how they live with it and how they struggle through it. And yeah, it gives you a whole new perspective on that kind of side of life. It's really emotional. And then there's one that I'm toying with reading now called Me Before You, but I don't think I'm strong enough to read that one. It just seems so sad, but I'm sure I'll cry with that. But yes, the last book that I read that I cried to was The Faults in Our Stars. Yeah, all right. Okay. Last book that you gave 5 stars to. That was Leigh Bardugo's Siege and Storm. And what book are you currently reading for your captivated audience to know? Queen of Shadows by the brilliant Sarah J. Maas, and I'm really loving it. Do you have any favorite book titles? As long as they are, I have to say that I do love A Court of Thorns and Roses, A Court of Mist and Fury, A Court of Wings and Ruin. I really do like those titles. Those are probably my favorite titles for books. What's the last book that you read? That was Leigh Bardugo's Shadow and Bone. Nope, Siege and Storm. Now tell us, because we're all dying to know, what's the last book-to-movie adaptation that you watched? That would be The Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I mean, the movie is out of this world, mind-blowing, and the book is only this thick, so I don't know if it counts, but that is definitely the last one I watched. That is based off a book, I guess. What book character, besides my counterpart, obviously, have you wanted to talk to? That's a toughie. I mean, my mind jumps from like the BFG because I'd love to meet him to like Hermione Granger, Harry Potter, those kind of people. And then also kind of settles on more recently that I've read Rhysand from the Night Court because I mean, seriously, I want to go there. I want to go to his world and just explore that. So it's a toughie, but I'd have to say I don't know. Okay, now author, tell me, what author have you always wanted to talk to? I would love to talk to Shakespeare and J.K. Rowling. Absolutely love that. And probably most recently again, Sarah J. Maas because I've read a lot of her books recently and I really, really, really like her. But yeah, on the top of my list is definitely Shakespeare and J.K. Rowling. Do you have a favorite book snack? I get the feeling you do, Miss Pudgy over there. I'm gonna pretend you didn't just insult me, and I'm gonna say digestive biscuits. The next one I'm going to answer for you because I've seen all the paraphernalia around your room that you would love to live in the fictional world of Harry Potter. Whatever gave you that idea? Yes, I would absolutely love to go to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. It is just so magical. I want to meet all the creatures, I want to meet all the people, and I want to do awesome stuff with my wand and turn time and just do awesome, amazing, cool stuff. So yes, I do want to go and live in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. That's riveting. So, what fictional world don't you want to live in? That would probably be Hunger Games, because I don't believe that I could survive that. I mean, may the odds be ever in my favor? No, no, I will die. And if not that, then probably Red Rising. However, I wouldn't mind living in the Red Rising world if I was a gold, because they get everything. Pampered, prissies. The next question I'm not even going to ask. It's about smelling books. We don't even need to go there. I'm just going to move on to the next question, which is what's the weirdest insults you've read in books? I actually can't think of one off the top of my head. I'm sure I've heard some funny ones, but I can't think of it right now. Favorite romance book? My favorite is the most tragic story of all, like romance story of our time, and that is Romeo and Juliet. That is definitely my most favorite romance book ever. What does it say about me? Right, I already know the answer to the next question as well. It's do you write? And I know you do because you wrote my counterpart. You didn't write me or whatever, but you wrote my counterpart, so I know that you do, in fact, write. Okay, I feel like we keep going back and forth with this. I didn't write you because you were not necessary to the plot. I mean, you exist as we all exist to the counterparts in Caldervor, but you know, I didn't feel that you were necessary to move the story forward. I mean, down the line, who knows? Maybe I will write you in. But I mean, as of right now, no, sorry, I didn't write you because you were not necessary to the plot. Not that I don't think that you're like a fascinating character, just you know, I've got Deep Tree Pebble, and she's the magical one in the magical world where the story moves forward. I'm sorry. Did you hear that? Wait. You didn't think that I was necessary to the plot. You didn't think that I was necessary to the plot. Is that right? I'll tell you something. I don't think that I'm necessary to this ridiculous video that you're doing. So how about I just leave you to it? Peace. Wow. So I'm probably going to regret this, but I'm going to go get her. And I will finish off this tag that just takes me forever in another video, part 3, without the Deep Tree Pebbles counterpart. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you stick around. Until next time, I'll see you.